Good afternoon, everybody. What is going on? I am Jeff Grant Media, and today's unboxing and first impressions video, we've got a package from Rose Anvile. Now, Rose Anvile did send me this package as a sample for review, but all the opinions in this video are mine and mine alone. I did not share this content with Rose Anvile prior to publication, and they will see this when you do. So what's in this package is something else that is going to help me on my Iron Ranger break-in experience. And this is mostly on the right boot only, but the eyelets, they're digging into my ankle bone. After about 10 hours or so in these boots, they start to hurt the ankle bone pretty badly. So I knew what kilties were, which is what is inside this package, but a subscriber recommended I try them to protect my tongue, but also to help with the comfort. Now, personally, I don't mind my tongue looking like this. I kind of like it. I like when it gets patina. It looks like it's broken in. I actually prefer it to look that way. But when my ankle bone starts killing me, I don't want to wear the boots. I want to get out of them. So I reached out to Rose Anvile and I asked them, will these kilties help with my problem? And they said, yeah, they actually will. What size kilties do you want, with fringe or without fringe? And what color are your boots? So I said, I have the copper rough and tufts. I would like a 6-inch without a fringe, and that should be what is inside this package. But let's crack it open and find out. Maybe. Ooh. Let's take the stuff that has my address on it so I don't dox myself. But here we go. I like the little bag. Nice. And there we go. Now, they're not the identical color because these are brand new and the boots are 2 or 3 months old at this point, and they've been in heavy rotation, got worn quite a bit. But the copper rough and tough also has a pretty wide variance of the color. I'm pretty sure these are the actual same leather, though. I think they get it from the same tannery to make these, so they match. And they have a wide variety of these kilties to match basically any boot that you have. Now, what a kiltie is, it's a false tongue for your boot. It goes over the tongue and it laces in and it protects the tongue so you don't get it looking like that. Now, again, personally, I like it looking like that. I don't mind it looking like that, but I kind of want mine to slide over and get in between the eyelets and my ankle to give me a little bit more cushion and padding. Now, the Rose Anvile kilties do come in a 6, 8, and 10-inch version. The 6-inch versions come in at $20 USD, the 8-inch come in at $22.50, and the 10-inch come in at $25. They're also available with or without a fringe. And they are also available in a variety of different colors in each of the sizes, both with and without fringe, so you can find a pair of kilties that will match your boots and your personal style. Okay, so how these work is you unlace your boot. Go. Such a fun process to watch unfold on camera. And then you take your kiltie and you're essentially going to lay it over your tongue. Now, you will lace these 2 bottom holes with your bottom hole, and then you will lace these 2 as you get up, and that's going to hold it from falling out. It's going to still sway a little bit side to side, but it's going to hold it from falling out. Now, you can go up or down. I guess it would just be your personal preference, but I'm going to go down. You can already see just lacing it. I'm scuffing it up a little bit and it's already starting to match my boots. And all I did was lace it. And it's already starting to look a little more worn and beat in, and I kind of really like it. I'm not going to lie. I love the way it's looking already. Of course, I'm struggling to get the lace through. And there we have it. It's in the boot. That's what it looks like. And you get a better look right there. You can see just from my fingers just lacing it up, it's already scuffing up and already matching the boot. So, I mean, like, if I just kind of put some pressure on the back, you can see it coming through. And that's what it looks like. You know, the oils will settle a little bit, but just wearing them a little bit, they're already going to break in. And I could see just kind of the way it's already laying, it's already going to the inside of the right boot. This is the right boot. This is the boot that I'm having most issue with. So it's going to kind of come over, and it's going to help to block those eyelets from digging into my skin. Now, hopefully over time, it becomes a non-issue. As the boot breaks in, it'll soften up, and it is softening up a lot. And I will say this, I said this in my boot breaker review, these boots weren't as bad as I thought they were going to be. Honestly, a lot of horror stories out there. I'm breaking these Iron Rangers in online, so I was anticipating these like making my feet bleed and me wanting to just kick them off after an hour or two of wearing them. And they weren't that bad at all. Really, the boot breakers made them a lot more comfortable immediately. And while they are still breaking in, you could tell they are very stiff leather and it's going to take some serious wear and time. They're breaking in a lot easier than I had anticipated. And really the only issue I'm having now, the boot breakers helped a lot with the comfort of the insoles, but it's just these eyelets are digging in mostly on the right boot. I am going to put both of the kilties in both boots, but the main reason I requested one was this boot right here. I wanted the right boot to give me a little bit extra something between the eyelets and my ankle bone, because it's not really the best feeling in the world when you're sitting there at work and your boot's just kind of like digging into your ankle. But you could see how that leather's just breaking in super quick. You just kind of move it around a little bit and boom, it's just breaking in, and it's going to match. Already matching better. There we go. Already matching better. By the time I lace this one in, it's going to look even better. And we'll just lace it back on in there. Oop, if I can get a hold of the lace. You can tell I'm a professional boot lacer. I can't even keep my dang paws on them. And you can just see, just doing that little bit of lacing on the bottom too is already breaking them in. So these are already kind of wearing in as soon as I do this to the, stretching it out to get the lace through. It's breaking that section in. So these are going to look like they are part of my boot probably within a day. I think just with a day of wearing them, they're going to end up looking like they're the actual tongues. You won't be able to tell that they're a false tongue on this boot. It's going to look just like the Red Wing tongue that's below it, and you'll never know I've got a kiltie on. Now, I will say this is also my first pair of kilties. I've never had kilties on a boot before. I did opt for the plain. I don't like a fringe on a boot. I've never liked a fringe on a boot. If you do have one, it's going to look best on like a logger style boot. Certainly not on an Iron Ranger. But I don't like it. I never really liked the fringe. Some of the boots I used to sell would come with a kiltie, but it wasn't a full false tongue kiltie. It was actually just a little piece that had the fringe at the bottom, so you can choose to have the fringe on or off the boot if you wanted to. I would personally always choose to not have them on my boot. I never wore really logger boots. I don't like the high heel, but yeah, they would always have that little fringe on it. Some of the boots you can actually take it off. But there we go. Kilties are installed on my Red Wing Iron Rangers. Now to put them to the test, we will see if that little extra piece of leather is going to help from my ankle being rubbed into. So we will do a quick part 2 tomorrow after we get these boots on our feet and can test them out. So here we are at the end of the day, actually 2 days later after testing, and the kiltie is certainly making my right boot feel so much better. Just having that little bit extra piece of leather there between my ankle and the eyelet is just making them so much more comfortable to wear. When I got home from work last night, I didn't feel like I had to kick these boots off at all. I was comfortable and I kept them on for quite some time, taking the dog for a walk, and it was nice enough out that Miss Hazel Fantastic could ride her electric scooter, so we were out a little bit longer, and I was actually doing a little bit of jogging in my boots to catch up to her, and yeah, they felt really good. So the kilties did make a really nice improvement on my Iron Rangers right away. So these things are going to be a permanent installment on these boots.